Chapter 3. Poverty as a Challenge. Chapter Syllabus. Meaning of poverty. Poverty estimation in India. Causes of poverty. Anti-poverty measures. The challenges ahead. Poverty. Poverty is a condition in which a person lacks the financial resources and essential things to enjoy minimum standards of life. It is the most difficult challenge faced by independent India. As per the Poverty Report 2011-12, roughly 270 million or 27 crore people in India live in poverty. This means India has the largest single concentration of the poor in the world. Two typical cases of poverty. The following two cases show the many dimensions of poverty, including lack of proper food, shelter, healthcare, education, as well as clean water and sanitation. They also show a lack of a regular means of livelihood. Urban case. Ram Saran is a daily wage labourer in a flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. He earns around Rs 1500 per month when employed. He supports his family of 6 persons besides sending some money to his old parents. His wife Santa Devi works as a part-time maid and earns Rs 800 per month. His elder son also works and earns Rs 300. None of his 4 children, aged between 12 years to 6 months, can attend school. The family lives in a one-room rented house on the outer areas of the city. The younger children are undernourished. They have very few clothes and footwear and no access to healthcare. Rural case. Lakha Singh belongs to a small village near Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. His family does not own any land, so they do odd jobs for big farmers and earn Rs 50 per day. Sometimes they get some food, grain or other item instead of cash. Lakha Singh is not literate and his family of 8 people lives in a kacha hut near the edge of the village. They have no access to healthcare, cannot afford new clothes or even soap or oil. These two typical cases illustrate many dimensions of poverty. They show that poverty means hunger and lack of shelter. It is also a situation in which parents are not able to send their children to school or where sick people cannot afford treatment. Poverty also means lack of clean water and sanitation facilities. It also means lack of a regular job at a minimum decent level. Poor people are in a situation in which they are ill-treated at almost every place in farms, factories, government offices, railway stations, etc. These two cases clearly prove Mahatma Gandhi's statement that India would be truly independent only when the poorest of a country become free of human suffering. Poverty as seen by social scientists. Social scientists analyze poverty from many indicators besides levels of income and consumption. These indicators are illiteracy level, lack of general resistance due to malnutrition, lack of access to healthcare, lack of job opportunities, lack of access to sanitation and safe drinking water, etc. Indicators for poverty. The most commonly used indicators for poverty analysis are social exclusion and vulnerability. Social exclusion. According to this concept, poverty is seen in terms of the poor, who are living in a poor surrounding with poor people. They are excluded from enjoying social equality. In India, caste system is based on social exclusion. People belonging to certain caste were prevented from enjoying equal facilities, benefits and opportunities. This caused more poverty than the lower income. Vulnerability. It is a measure which describes the greater probability of certain communities or individuals of becoming or remaining poor in the coming time. For example, members of a backward caste or individual like a widow or physically handicapped person. It is determined by various options available to different communities in terms of assets, education, job, health, etc. It is also analyzed by the ability of these communities to face various risks, like natural disasters, earthquakes, tsunami, etc. The group which faces greater risk at the time of natural calamity are called vulnerable groups. Poverty line. Poverty line is an imaginary line which is used to estimate poverty in a country. It varies from one country to another country. Income or consumption level is used to determine poverty in a nation. It means people will be considered poor if their income or consumption level is below to a minimum level, which is needed to fulfill their basic needs. Poverty line estimation in India. In India, a minimum level of food requirement, as determined by its calorific value, clothing, footwear, fuel, lighting, educational and medical requirements, etc., are determined for estimating the poverty line. The food requirement while estimating the poverty line is based on the desired calorie requirement. Food items such as cereals, pulses, vegetables, milk, oil, sugar, etc. together form calorie needs. The calorie needs are different for every person depending on age, sex and the type of work they do. In India, the calorie requirement is 2400 calories per person per day in rural areas and 2100 calories per person per day in urban areas. The money value required for buying these calorie requirements in terms of food grains and other items is revised periodically based on rise in prices of these goods. In the year 2011-12, the poverty line for a person was fixed Rs 816 per month for rural areas and Rs 1000 for urban areas. In this way, in 2011-12, a family of 5 members earning less than Rs 4080 rupees per month in rural areas and Rs 5000 per month in urban areas will be considered as lying below the poverty line. Organization involved in estimating poverty line. Surveys for determining poverty line in India are carried out by the National Sample Survey Organization, NSSO. It was established in 1950. For determining the poverty line in various countries and for their comparison, international organizations like the World Bank use a uniform standard method. As per this method, the poverty line is the level of minimum availability of the equivalent of $1.90 per person per day. Poverty estimation in India. There is decline in poverty ratios in India from about 45% in 1993 to 1994 to 37.2% in 2004 to 2005. The proportion of people below poverty line further came down to about 22% in 2011-12. If the trend continues, people below poverty line may come down to less than 20% in the next few years. The percentage of people living under poverty declined in the earlier 2 decades, 1973 to 1993. The number of poor declined from 407 million in 2004 to 2005 to 270 million in 2011-12. An average annual decline of 2.2% recorded during 2004 to 2011-12. Vulnerable group. Poverty among social groups and economic categories varies widely in India. Social groups which are more vulnerable to poverty are social castes and scheduled tribes. Economic groups which are more vulnerable to poverty are rural agricultural labor households and the urban casual labor households. However, during the last few years, all these groups except the scheduled tribes group have witnessed a decline in poverty. There is a great difference among the members within the poor families. It is observed that female infants, women, and elderly members in the poor families are not given equal access to resources available to the family. So they are also called poorest of the poor. The average for people below poverty line for all groups in India is 22 out of 100. However, 43 out of 100 people belonging to scheduled tribes are not able to meet their basic needs. Similarly, 34% of casual workers in urban areas are below poverty line. About 34% of casual labor farm in rural areas and 29% of scheduled castes are also poor. Interstate disparities. The proportion of poor people is not the same in every state. In 2011-12 estimates, All India headcount ratio was 21.9%. The states like Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha had above All India poverty level. Bihar and Odisha continue to be the two poorest states with poverty ratios of 33.7% and 32.6% respectively. Rural-urban poverty is also high in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. In states like Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and West Bengal, there is significant decline in poverty. The states which are successful in reducing poverty have adopted different methods. Some examples are Punjab and Haryana have traditionally succeeded in reducing poverty with the help of high agricultural growth rates. Kerala has focused more on human resource development. In West Bengal, land reform measures have helped in reducing poverty. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, public distribution system of food grains could have been responsible for reducing poverty. Global poverty scenario. The proportion of people living under poverty in different countries is defined by the International Poverty Line. Extreme economic poverty has reduced in the world from 36% in 1990 to 10% in 2015, as per the World Bank. But still, there are vast regional differences. These are stated below. A. In Southeast Asia and China, there is decline in poverty due to rapid economic growth and massive investment in human resource development. B. In China, the number of poor has come down from 88.3% in 1981 to 14.7% in 2008 to 0.6% in 2019. C. In the South Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh and Bhutan, the decline has also been rapid from 34% in 2005 to 15.2% in 2014. With decline in the percentage of the poor, the number of poor has also declined significantly from 510.4 million in 2005 to 274.5 million in 2013. D. In sub-Saharan Africa, poverty has declined from 51% in 2005 to 40.2% in 2018. E. In Latin America, the ratio of poverty has also declined from 10% in 2005 to 4% in 2018. F. It is seen that poverty has also resurfaced, appear again, in some of the former socialist countries like Russia, where officially it was non-existent earlier. G. The new Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations proposes ending all types of poverty by 2030. Causes of poverty. Poverty continues in India for many reasons. These are: A. During the British colonial period, there was a low level of economic development. They discouraged traditional handicrafts and also industrial development, reducing job opportunities and income growth. B. The low level of economic development persisted for many years after independence, and due to population increase, per capita income growth was low, increasing poverty. C. The Green Revolution improved opportunities in agriculture but only in certain areas of the country. D. The growth in population increased the number of job seekers, which further led to poverty. E. Socio-cultural, i.e. traditions and economic factors lead to extra expenditure which ultimately increases poverty. If there is unequal distribution of land and other resources, that is why there are large income inequalities also. G. Land reforms have not been properly implemented, and lack of adequate land resources is also a reason for many people to be poor. H. Small farmers borrow money for seeds, fertilizers and pesticides etc. and later on fail to pay, which results in debt trap. This high level of indebtedness is both the cause and effect of poverty. Anti-poverty measures. Removal of poverty has been one of the major objectives of Indian developmental strategy. The current anti-poverty strategy of the government is based on following two objectives. A. Promotion of economic growth. The government has promoted economic growth during the last few years. Economic growth was low till the 1980s but has increased significantly since then, causing significant poverty reduction. There is strong linkage between economic growth and poverty reduction. Economic growth widens opportunities and provides the resources needed to invest in human development. The poor may not take direct advantage of economic growth or growth in agricultural sector. Large number of people remain poor in rural areas. B. The targeted anti-poverty programs. The government introduced targeted anti-poverty programs starting from 1990. The results of these programs have been mixed due to lack of proper implementation and improper targeting. Also, some schemes overlap others. Thus, the benefits of these schemes are not fully reaching the deserving poor. So now the government is emphasizing more on proper monitoring of all these programs. Poverty as a challenge. Some important programs. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. It was launched in 1993. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. They are helped in setting up small business and industries. Rural Employment Generation Program REGP. It was launched in 1995. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. A target for creating 25 lakh new jobs has been set for the program under the 10th five-year plan. Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana (SGSY). It was launched in 1999. The program aims at bringing the assisted poor families above the poverty line by organizing them into self-help groups. Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana (PMGY). It was launched in 2000. Under this scheme, additional central assistance is given to states for basic services such as primary help, primary education, rural shelter, rural drinking water and rural electrification. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (MGNREGA). It was launched in 2005. It aims to provide 100 days of wage employment to every household to ensure livelihood security in rural areas. It also aimed at sustainable development to address the cause of drought, deforestation and soil erosion. One-third of the proposed jobs under MGNREGA have been reserved for women. In this scheme, the share of SC, ST and women are 23, 17 and 53% respectively. The challenges ahead. Poverty reduction is still a major challenge in India due to the wide differences between rural and urban areas and among different states. Further, poverty should include not only the matter of adequate amount of food, but other factors like education, healthcare, shelter, job security, gender equality, dignity and so on. They give us the concept of human poverty. Poverty reduction is expected to be lower in next 10 to 15 years. In addition to anti-poverty measures, government should focus on the following to reduce poverty: higher economic growth, universal free elementary education, decrease in population growth, empowerment of women and weaker sections. Glossary. Calorie requirement: the quantity of food that is capable of producing the required amount of energy needed by a normal person. In urban areas, this is 2100 calories, and in rural areas, it is 2400 calories. Head count ratio: it is the proportion of a population that lives below the poverty line. Public distribution system: it means distribution of essential commodities like wheat, rice, sugar, kerosene to larger section of the society, mostly vulnerable people, through a network of fair price shops on a recurring basis. World Bank: it is an international organization dedicated to providing financing, advice and research to developing nations to aid their economic advancement. Economic growth: it is a term which defines an increase in real output of a country. Millennium Development Goals: these are 8 international development goals that were officially established following the Millennium Summit of the United Nations in 2000, following the adoption of the United Nations Millennium Declaration. स्वागत है श्री कृष्णा क्लासेस में, जहां शिक्षा की शुरुआत प्रेरणा से होती है। 1997 से हम छात्रों को सफलता की राह दिखा रहे हैं, लगन और समर्पण के साथ। यहाँ आपको मिलता है डिजिटल और ऑफलाइन लर्निंग का बेहतरीन संगम। स्मार्ट क्लासरूम, अनुभवी टीचर और ऐसा इंटरैक्टिव माहौल जो हर विद्यार्थी को जोड़े रखा है। मैथ्स, साइंस, इंग्लिश, हिंदी, एसएसटी, कंप्यूटर और जीके, हर विषय की पूरी तैयारी एक ही जगह पर। ये है वो प्लेटफॉर्म जहां ज्ञान और सफलता मिलते हैं साथ साथ। सफलता की इस यात्रा में जुड़िए श्री कृष्णा क्लासेस के साथ। ऐप अभी डाउनलोड कीजिए और सीखिए स्मार्ट तरीके से, ताकि चमके आपका भविष्य। श्री कृष्णा क्लासेस, लर्न स्मार्टली, शाइन ब्राइटली।